Hi, and welcome to another edition of Onside SA, the soccer show that we bring to you every week. And we're going through stages now where we're doing a lot of the MLS in America and the Swedish league, but there's things happening in the markets. We'll keep you up to speed with all the market moves, with the British league's going to start again in August, and of course the local South African leagues. But before I start, read a very good book. Okay. I'll see if our camera can pick it up. And for all you sportsmen out there, this is the book that you have to read. Bobby Furvey Sr., The Way It Was. And Budge, this is a fantastic story. Beautifully written, tells it like it is. Yeah. And I didn't realize what a good golfer this guy was.
Yeah, unfortunately, different era, no TV, computer in those days. But I remember James interviewed him here.
Yes.
I couldn't believe I listened for about 10 minutes. I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
He's absolutely fantastic. And this book is really good. For any of you sportsmen out there, get Bobby Furvey's book, The Way It Was. Bear in mind, I didn't realize how many tournaments this guy won around the world, beating all the greats. And what a celebrity he is overseas, a lot like Mace.
Yeah, like
Mace in England.
Go to England, everyone knows Mace Roberts.
Yeah, and Gary Player too.
Yeah.
There's no TV. Gary Player, he is, Gary's his brother-in-law. Let's get that right. He married Gary. Gary married his sister.
Oh, okay.
But certainly a great book to read. But let's move on and let's talk about the football games that took place in the last few days and over the weekend. And Budge, the first one we're going to talk about is the Confederation Cup semi-final last night.
Yeah, I thought one team tried to win it in Chile. Portugal, it looked like they didn't really want to be there. I know a lot of them are playing in big teams in Europe. But I thought the right team went through.
Yeah.
You know, the penalties were disgraceful from Portugal.
Were
Run,
they bad?
run, stop. And,
Yeah.
But, you know, Bravo, that's what he made his name. That's the third penalty shooter they've won.
Who's Bravo with it?
He's at Man City.
Is he still the Man City? That's the question.
Well, they've signed a goalkeeper, Brazilian.
Yeah. So he's the Chilean goalie.
He's the captain of Chile.
Bravo. Eh? So he did it tonight.
Tonight, Germany against Mexico.
Imagine Mexico-Chile final. Eh?
Yeah.
But Germany always organised.
Yeah, good young players.
How do you think it'll go?
I like Germany of the two teams.
Okay, it's hard to back against Germany. They never really get thumped. Okay?
No.
Okay, well, let's talk about Premiership managerial appointments.
Yeah.
And the first one to come in is Frank de Boer at Crystal Palace. Good move.
Yeah, good move. Good manager. It was at Ajax. So it was a good coup for Crystal Palace. They're one of those teams in the middle of the league. So big name, yeah. He's got a good record.
Why did Big Sam go?
You never know.
You got the money.
Got the £4 million keeping them up, bonus and done a runner. Yeah.
And as you know, Frank was a very good player.
Yeah, top player. His brother.
Him and his brother. Okay, and then Pellegrino.
Yeah.
He's gone to Southampton.
Yeah, another Argentinian.
Well,
and they played for Liverpool.
There's only one Argentinian manager, Pochettino.
Yeah, Pochettino. Yeah, he did a good job. I watched Alaves last season. He played for Liverpool.
Did he, eh?
And he actually was assistant manager to Rafa Benitez at Liverpool as well. I think that was.
So he knows the league.
No, he's not a stupid. Did a good job.
And I heard today that the Southampton owner said, we are not selling players. Yeah. Van Dijk is staying. And all the ones that he said, I'm trying to build. Good sign for the supporters. Make those positive comments because they're a selling club.
No, they are. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Now, people come in, 60 million for Van Dijk, he's gone. 30 million Bertrand, he's gone.
Yeah.
So don't come in with those stories.
But that's what he's saying. So interesting to talk. But let's talk about the cup final that took place in Durban. Ended up one-sided.
Mismatch.
You
could see that one team was sharper than the other. Pirates hadn't played in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Murdered.
Yeah.
At
one stage I enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
It was first off, it looked a good contest.
It was a good game. It was open. Pirates are like that. They have a go.
Yeah.
You know, just better quality in the other team.
Okay, now let's start off with the American MLS. And it's not easy there. But invariably the point that you highlighted for me, Budges, is the team's inability to win away from home.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You know, I didn't understand it, why it happened, but they charter flights. It's like you and I going over there. All these big American football, the baseball teams, they've all got their own planes.
Yes, these guys have to get in with the public.
These guys have to get in with the public. So you've got to sleep overnight, travel the next day, or travel when there's a plane. Imagine going from the West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah, that's 5-6 hours.
5-6 hours plus the time zone, so it's not easy. You know?
So invariably, if you're leaning towards your bets here in the MLS, which is picking up momentum all the time, money's getting into the league, go with the home team invariably.
Well, you know, a lot of teams don't travel away. When I mean, they don't play away from home. So that is the way. There's certain teams that play better away from home. LA Galaxy are one of them. But, you know, invariably the home teams have a massive advantage.
All right, let's go straight on to the league. You know, got the team Chicago Fire doing very well, Budge.
Yeah, well, that's...
and they're up against the Vancouver Whitecaps, who are doing well too.
Yeah, Bastian Schweinsteiger's team. They got beat last night in the Cup, but they played a mix and match team. I think they'll be too good for Vancouver, yeah.
So you got to go. They've won their last 7 home league games.
Yeah, last 7 at home. So they're second in the Eastern Conference.
Chicago
so they're trying to
Fire.
get, obviously, top. They get home ground advantage to the playoffs.
So Vancouver Whitecaps will come from up north into Chicago to play. Okay. All right, then Dallas, who in their league play the top team, Toronto.
Yeah, well, this is a big game in America. You know, Dallas are going well. Toronto are the best team. They're ranked the best team in America. They won 9 of the last 11. I can't believe the betting here. Dallas at home, obviously good record, but I like Toronto in the draw there.
You might get a touch of 5-2 Toronto. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Montreal are hot favourites to beat District Columbia
I'm on
United.
Montreal here, Paul. You know, DC away from home are terrible. So 7-10 Montreal's got our money. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, Sporting Kansas City. They won away from home in the US Open Cup last night. I think they'll be too good for Portland Timbers. Good team. They top of the Western Conference. I think they'll win easily.
Okie dokie. Cool. That's very interesting. Okay, Columbus Crew against Atlanta United.
Yeah, another team. Atlanta at home don't get beat at home, but away from home they're terrible. You know,
amazing,
Columbus going well at home. 8-10s in our bets.
Okay, so we're going with them then. Okay, then let's move on to the Colorado Rapids, who are struggling.
Yeah.
And but at home they're not too bad.
No, they've beat a few. They've won 4 and lost 1 of their last 5 games. The only team that beat them was the LA Galaxy. You know, 13-10, Paul. I like them. Houston got beat at home last night in the Cup. 13-10's our play.
Okay, the San Jose Earthquakes.
Yeah, the Earthquakes. Yeah, they won last night in the Cup. This is, you know, I like LA Galaxy. The last 5 away games.
3-1.
They've won 4 and drawn 1. So I'm a player at LA Galaxy, and I'll be on win and draw as well with them.
Okay, and then Philadelphia Union against New England.
Yeah, likewise. I like the away team here.
So you've gone for a few.
There's
away
2 teams away from home.
You're bucking the trend.
You know, New England won in the Cup last night. Philadelphia, I think, got beat as well. But they've played good teams away from home, New England.
Yeah.
I think from Boston to Philadelphia isn't that great a trek. So I like win and draw New England there.
These leagues are getting bigger and stronger, but more money going to. But what type of money they're playing for? To get a Schweinsteiger, to get these top
they're playing
boys?
top dollar to get him. I think he's on £80,000 a week, I think it is.
That is good money.
Yeah, it is good money for.
And the average player, £10,000 a week?
You would think so, Paul.
Yeah.
You know, they've got everything under control there. That guy, Alexi Lalas, the guy with the beard, the centre-half American. He's involved with the Galaxy. And they've got certain salary schedules.
Have they got caps?
Oh, yeah. They have to.
Yeah. Gee, well, okay, well, that's good. Okay, now we're going to the Swedish Allsvenskan, which you seem to know well.
Well, it's 4 weeks since they last played. You know, they had a break. Internationals.
Is this the equivalent of the championship?
No, that was a Superettan.
Okay.
This is the Allsvenskan, which is a premiership equivalent.
Okay, so these are the top
these are
teams,
better teams
in Sweden. Okay, then let's go through budget. These names are tongue twisters, but let's start on the top.
Yep. Well, give Sundsvall against Sirius. I like Sirius, not
Sirius. Can't be Sirius.
My only drawback on that is Sirius play on a grass pitch going towards an artificial surface. So, you know, I've been upset a few times. But of the 2 teams, if I've got to side with them, I'm going to side with Sirius. The second game, Malmö are the best team in Sweden. They should be too good for Eskilstuna, who bottom of the league. That should be a comfortable victory.
They strugglers? 16th in
bottom
the
of the league, going nowhere.
Gee, they
were AFC United last year. There was trouble in the camp, so they ended up moving to another city and changing the name. It hasn't helped. They've got a lot of players on loan.
Can you do that? Sounds like an Amazulu move.
Yeah, Amazulu, Tanda Zulu Royals.
Are they back in?
Well, we don't know yet. The league's still got to authorise it, so money talks.
So Eskilstuna are not too good.
Eskilstuna, no chance. Yeah, Halmstad, Elfsborg. Elfsborg are going well, but likewise, you know, it's a team changing surfaces. But of the 2, Halmstad, the last 11 games, they haven't won. They won their first league game. They've drawn 3 and lost 8 of the last 11. So you've got to go. I went Elfsborg in the draw purely because different surfaces. Yeah. But if you took even money Elfsborg, I wouldn't blame you.
Okay, then Jönköping Södra.
Yeah, at home, they're always competitive at home. I've kept Gothenburg, you know, got better stats in the league. But Jönköping's at home. I think they'll get at least a draw there. I don't see them getting beat.
All right, and then ALK Stockholm versus Östersund.
Yeah, well, they play tonight in the Europa League, Stockholm.
Europa League.
Yeah, the Europa League first qualifying.
The qualifiers.
Yeah, they were Champions League last night.
Okay, let's just touch on that for a moment for
Yep.
people out there, including myself. We're not completely aware of what goes on, but when you finish the top 4 in the Premier League, it was Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal and Man United were outside, Liverpool and Man City. Who finished fourth? Liverpool.
Liverpool in the Championship playoff, yeah.
Perfect. Championship playoff. If they get beaten there,
Then they go into the Europa League, yeah.
And the Europa League started
Well,
now.
the Europa League, I think there's 3 qualifying rounds. And remember, there's teams from Malta and Andorra and Kosovo, all these teams. So their league winners go into the Champions League. They play in the first qualifying round. And depending on your grade of league,
yes.
Then some teams come in the second and the third, then the playoff round.
Which teams from the UK? 5, 6,
Well,
and 7?
no, the Arsenal are in the Europa League.
And
The
then
other-
Man United?
There's only 7.
They
Man
won it.
United are in the Champions League, yeah. Man United, Liverpool. Liverpool are in the playoff. Man United qualified because they won the Europa League. They got automatic
All these Tupperware
qualifications.
entrances for your team, eh,
Yeah.
Bunch? Okay, well, let's move on. That clears a lot of it up for me. So, who will we get?
ARK Stockholm against Ostersund. One's third, one's fourth. Now, ironically, they've played 4 games at home, only scored 3 goals and conceded 3. We've gone under 2.5 goals in this game. The draw's a big player in here.
Okay, lovely. All right, and then we're going to go to...
Örebro, Norrköping. For me, other than Malmö, I think they're good things. They've won 7 and drawn 3 of the last 10 games.
Norrköping.
Yeah, and one of their last away games, they went to Malmö and beat them 2-1. Now, I know the layoff is a problem, but I think they should be too good for Örebro.
Okay, and then...
the Monday night games...
Oh, there's 2 on Monday night.
2 on Monday night.
What is their reason for that? Just to spread it?
Well, they spread it out. Yeah.
People can get to watch. You get to see your players, okay?
More coverage of the
BR Häcken against Hammarby.
Yeah, likewise. One team, Hammarby have only lost 1 of the last 11. Häcken at home are going well. I think there'll be plenty of goals in that. Got to side with the home team, though.
Okay, and then...
Djurgårdens versus
Kalmar.
Kalmar. Yeah, Kalmar struggling. Should be a comfortable Djurgårdens victory.
Okay, so that's our league for this weekend. So our bets are going to be coming out. Our 6s and 10s and 13s are going to come out of these leagues predominantly.
And that's why we cover them, Paul. It's pointless discussing other leagues and the exotics.
Yes.
So we'd rather cover where the main leagues of the exotics are. So that's where we've done.
We've done it. Yeah. Just talking about the leagues, the Premier League in England and the league.
It starts the 3rd week in August. I think it's the 14th.
And a week before is the
Charity Shield or Community Shield.
Community Shield, okay. And
that's Arsenal against Chelsea.
Arsenal, Chelsea, okay. And then in South Africa, were we looking at a similar time?
Well, yeah, similar. We now copied Europe, so we play on the same time scales as them. We don't remember when we played. It was from like March to October. Yeah. We played through the winter. No, now we play.
Yeah, we play the same
European time frame. Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to these Soccer 6 official pools. Okay, but give me what you like.
This is the CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup. Big games. I've gone Ferroviário Barra to beat Etoile du Sahel.
Where are they from?
One is from Mozambique. The other one's from Tunisia. Now, St. George are from Ethiopia. They're in the same group as Sundowns. If Sundowns get beat, they're out. So, but they're going well. They went to Egypt last time and got a result, Sundowns. So I don't see them getting beat.
And then they're still on the
threshold. They're third in the group, yeah. They joined second in the group.
Who leads the group?
It's the team that beat them, Esperance Tunis. They got beat at home 2-1 Sundowns. So that threw the whole group into disarray.
Okay.
But they get beat, they're gone. But I don't see them getting beat in Ethiopia.
They're a strong squad, aren't they?
Yeah, good team, some good players.
Dolly, what's his name?
Egan Dolly, yeah. He's in France with Montpellier.
He's a good player.
Nah, top player, yeah.
Top player, sure.
I like him.
Yeah, so
in the next game, I've gone Al Ali to get at least a draw against Zanaco. Zanaco, Zambians.
They're Egyptians.
Al Ali. They're the team that knocked out Bidvest Wits. I watched them, well organised.
There's only 2 Egyptian teams every year, and they're very good.
Yeah,
they're very good.
Zamalek's the other one. Yeah.
Zamalek, yeah.
Now, Cotton Sport are the only team in the CAF Champions League that have lost every game. They're out. All the other teams have something to play for. I think Wiclac Casablanca will get a result there. But I've thrown the draw in. It's hard to get a result in some of these places.
Yeah.
I was impressed with Supersport. Likewise, like Sundowns, if they get beat, they're out of the CAF Confederations Cup. But the way they played last week, I don't see them getting knocked out.
They were good.
They were impressive. Yeah, they've got to go to Guinea, which isn't easy, but I don't see them getting beat. And the last AS Vita, I watched them play Sundowns. They're from the DR Congo. Sundowns destroyed them. But when I watched Sundowns play Esperance Tunis at home, it was a good game.
So
Esperance Tunis, I've taken a chance on bank at them. And it's been 192 Rand, yeah.
Okay, right. The next Soccer Six now is
this
American.
American, yeah. I like a lot of teams, you'll find that later. But I've banked Chicago Fire. I've gone the field with Dallas and Toronto. I've gone win and draw Montreal Impact over DC United. I've banked Sporting Kansas City to beat Portland Chiefs. And I've gone with the home teams.
Portland Timbers.
For the Timbers, yeah. Columbus Crew to beat Atlanta. And I've gone the Rapids against win and draw against Houston Dynamo.
Okay, 144. All right, now the Soccer 10, first
Soccer
page.
10, yeah, there's a few Lillestrøm who are in good form. If you want to halve your perm, you could always bank a Lillestrøm like we've done in the Soccer 13. They've won 3, drawn 1, and lost one of the last 5. They went to the top team in Rosenborg in Norway, and they drew 1-1. So that's good form. Strom Godset struggling away from home, but I've thrown the draw in because our perm allows it. I've banked Chicago over Vancouver. I've put the field with Dallas and Toronto FC. I've banked Montreal Impact against DC United. Likewise, Sporting Kansas City against Portland Timbers.
Okay.
I've gone banker Columbus Crew to beat Atlanta. I've gone Colorado win and draw over Houston. I've gone the LA Galaxy win and draw at San Jose. And I've gone the field with the 2 Brazilian games. Palmeiras Grêmio, second place, 4th. Going well, but away from home it won't be easy. And Athletic Goianense at home. The only time they win games is at home against Santos. So I've gone the field there. If you do want to halve your perm, I would bank the first team at Lillestrøm in the first game to make it 2-1-6. But we've spent 432.
Okay. Now the big one.
Yep.
This is money because
This
it's
is
very
money,
hard.
yeah. We've gone serious win and draw at GIF Sonsval. We've gone Elfsborg win and draw against Halmstad. We've banked Malmo against Eskilstuna. Now we've banked Aramiska Syrianska against Enskede. Enskede have lost all 7 home games. They've got a better away game than a home. But Aramiska are going well. I've banked Anders Limpas Sollentuna to beat Karlstad United. Going well at home, Sollentuna. I've gone win and draw Syrianska BK versus Skopje. Gone win and draw Husqvarna versus Karlskrona.
I wonder if it's the same Husqvarna that made some of the bucks. Motorbikes, the Husqvarna is a famous buck. Probably made there.
Could be. I've gone Christianstad win and draw against Siktons. I've banked Lillestrøm to beat Strom Godset. I've gone Ulsund who are unbeaten in the last 6 away games to get at least a draw at Sognal. And I've gone AOK Stockholm win and draw at Ostersunds. Gone win and draw Jan Koppings with Gothenburg, and I've taken a chance and gone for Nordkopping to beat Örebro, 409 Rand.
Gee, if you get that right, but we'll build a statue of you
Well,
outside.
build a statue, yeah.
Gee, that is hard. Whoa. Now, what gets even more difficult is you're doing your homework, but it's hard to catch it right here. But I see
we got the money last week.
Yeah,
we got to 4 of the last 5 bets. We got to the last game.
Yeah. No, we won. I can see the figures. We won. Yeah. But let's start off with your American quartet.
Yeah, I've gone for the American quartet. I've gone Montreal to beat DC United. I've gone Columbus to beat Atlanta. And I've gone Colorado to beat Houston. Then I've gone win and draw New England to get a result there.
Okay, 2,300 to 2.
Yep.
Swedish quad.
Okay, this is a bit of a mixture. The prices on some of them were horrific, so I've had to be a bit...
inventive.
Yeah, inventive. Yeah, I've gone Norrköping at home to beat Örebro. I've gone under 2.5 goals, ARK Stockholm and Ostersunds. I've gone over 2.5 goals, Djurgården and Kalmar, and both teams to score, Häcken and Hammarby. Booked 2,100 to 200.
Brazilian quartet, really are.
We're still going for the Brazilian. Yeah, we've gone Corinthians, who are the best team in Brazil.
Are they?
Yeah, by miles, to beat Botafogo. And I've gone Flamengo to beat Sao Paulo. Then I've gone both teams to score, Palmeiras Grêmio and the Bahia Derby, Vitória versus Bahia, 9-1, 1,800 to 2. In the handicap treble, I've gone Chicago to beat Vancouver. I've gone Sporting Kansas to beat Portland Timbers. And I've gone Fluminense to beat Chapecoense, all by more than 1 goal. So they have to win by at least 2 goals. That worked out at 2,900 to 200.
That's tough.
That's tough. Well, I just
you know, you get a good goal
it's
against
value.
you.
You could take 2 and it works out at like 8 to 1. I just saw Fluminense, Chapecoense, the team that were involved in the air crash.
Yes.
They play in Argentina in midweek.
They're rebuilding.
They're rebuilding, so the wheels have come off them. Fluminense at home should be too good for them. That's why I threw them in.
Okay, the match with the goals.
Okay, the over 2.5s, I've gone All-American, as you can see. I've gone Chicago, Vancouver, Sporting Kansas City versus Portland, Montreal versus DC United, and Dallas versus Toronto.
Okay, 6 or
The
Nixer?
6 on X, where we got buried in the last game. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, that's how it goes. I've gone Malmo to beat Eskilstuna. I've gone Djurgårdens to beat Kalmar. I've gone Chicago to beat Vancouver. I've gone Sporting Kansas City to beat Portland. I've gone Corinthians to beat Botafogo. And I've gone Fluminense to beat Chapecoense. Worked out just over 10-1, Paul.
Yeah, the more we show these games, the more people get to
Well,
to know
that's
these
all that
teams.
there is, Paul. So at least we're trying to offer guidance.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to give them a tip and go in the right direction. Now, I think we got a chance, Budge. It should be interesting, and this whole lot stretches from.
It stretches from Saturday. We don't do the Friday pools, Paul, because by the time the show flights, some people watch it late, and if you've had a Friday bet, people moan and complain. So we started from Saturday,
and it goes
Saturday lunchtime
goes
onwards.
Right through. Yeah. All right. Thanks very much, Budge. And there you go out there. These are the tips or the information that we're giving you for this week. Should be some good football, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you're on side.